mean, I've only lived here for a little over a year at this point, and it's sort of that natural beauty of this place and the sort of like extremities of it, you know, the harshness of the winter and the sort of like just really like in your face, like profound, like it's just beautiful up here, you know, and that I think is sort of, yeah, it's like another aspect as well as all of us, you know. It's like something we've all internalized to some degree.
Finally hear the things I fear.
I heard John's name floating around town, playing shows like at the Oasis Gallery and stuff like that. And then I saw him do an open mic at the Ordoc. Just did a couple of his songs. And then my immediate thought was, yeah, we should get something going.
Bud tends to hear things maybe that the rest of us don't hear in the songs, and so he'll sort of like tap into this other part of the songs that, you know, I've been playing maybe for 7 or 8 years, and he'll bring something out of it that I never like knew was there. And I think that's sort of like the adhesive, you know, that Bud Clowers is, and he's kind of this like strong, silent force in the band.
He showed me some of his stuff on SoundCloud, I believe. The song Spent. That got me interested.
John Letts, I think of as he's sort of like the mystic of the band, or in the kind of like classical conception of like duality of man, you know, the spirit, or, you know, soul and body. Letts is in our band, he's kind of like this, or like spirit guide or something. I sort of think he kind of exists in this other dimension almost.
Well, I'm just amazed that somebody like John Davey was just up here. You know, I got back, like RJ was like, hey, there's a songwriter, like I think he's from Memphis or something, you know. And he's like, yeah, he's really good, come hang out. I'm like, okay, you know, I trust RJ, so I'm like, cool, yeah, let's go, you know. And so it's worked out, you know. It's really cool. Yeah.
I found out about John Davey. I was living in Big Bay, and I didn't have internet, but my neighbors did, my landlords, and they had just a little bit of data, so I could use the internet just a little bit. And I just recorded a song for Tyler Detloff, and I uploaded it on SoundCloud, and I wanted to make sure that it worked, so I hit play, and I was like cleaning my apartment, and when the song ended, it automatically played another song, and I was downstairs, and I was mad. I was like, oh no, I'm wasting data, you know. So I run upstairs to turn it off, but I didn't turn it off. I was like, what is this? It was Spent by John Davey. Then, like a year later, I was outside having a smoke at the Ordoc in Marquette, local venue / brewery, and I meet this guy. He introduces himself as John Davey, and I was like, oh. It's like, are you that guy? He's like, yeah, it's me. I'm like, well, what are you doing here? He goes, I live in Marquette. I'm like, no, you don't. You know? He's like, yeah, I do. I'm like, no, this guy lives in Nashville. He's like, yeah, it's me. And so I think I made him like tell me the lyrics of the song to prove it was him. I don't know.
See what happens when you hold her to the light and shake her. She changes forms and flits around the room. I do not make her.
RJ Raymond Little, he is, I think of him as the sort of almost like the animal instincts of our band. He's got this sort of like frenetic, like wild edge to him, which I think kind of makes our band like a rock and roll band, where otherwise it might just be some guys backing up a songwriter, you know. He gives us like the edge, and he has this sort of like almost like, you know, just like wild animal energy to him.
I haven't learned anybody else's songs since I was learning Led Zeppelin songs in middle school, like in my bedroom, and I never thought I would again. But last fall, I was living off the grid in my camper, so I would sit in my car and play his CD and sit in the back. I have a Ford Explorer, so I would sit in the back and learn the parts, like note for note, which I never thought I'd do again. And I'd lean up and rewind parts, and then go in the back, and I'd lean up and rewind. And it was cool. But then we started writing music together. Well, he had the songs written, and the band started adding stuff to it. And
I'm really excited about this group of guys, you know, playing music together. And for people who primarily know me as just like a solo artist and know my songs from, you know, the albums or just like shows seeing me play by myself for the most part, this is kind of like an exciting new turn, you know, for like my songs, but also like this group of people. I'm John Davey, and our band is John Davey and the Ancient Urge, and we're really excited to bring to the world a new batch of songs that are hopefully going to move, you know, and inspire people to whatever degree that they're open to it. So this is our band.